we're doing chocolate, and it's particularly a chocolate frog.
No, any
It
chocolate.
can be any chocolate, but you've just taken a bite of that chocolate frog that's got raspberry in it,
Yep, strawberry, yeah.
strawberry, and immediately, well, before you had salivating, and then it's like 9 out of 10 that you want to have more. So start tapping, and tell me about your history with chocolate. When did it begin, your relationship?
Well, the history with chocolate began when I was in a job I didn't like, but prior to that it was anything sugary. I remember as about 8 or 9 year old, I used to, when my parents went around, I'd get lettuce out the fridge, and I would spoon the sugar from the sugar bowl into the lettuce and roll it up and eat that. Yeah.
So when you think about that, what are you feeling in your body?
A bit of fear actually in my stomach.
Even though I've got this fear in my stomach.
And I've got this fear in my stomach.
When I remember rolling up the lettuce
When I remember rolling up the
with
lettuce,
all that good sugar inside,
all that good sugar inside,
when Mum and Dad went home,
when Mum and Dad went home,
and I have this fear in my stomach,
and I have this fear in my stomach,
I accept myself
I accept myself
and my relationship to sugar,
and my relationship to sugar,
and I choose to process and release it.
and I choose to process and release it.
Even though I've got this feeling in my stomach,
Even though I've got this feeling in my stomach,
this fear,
this fear,
when I remember rolling up sugar and lettuce,
when I remember rolling up sugar and lettuce,
when Mum and Dad went home,
when Mum and Dad went home,
this relationship to sugar,
this relationship to sugar,
I accept myself deeply and
I
completely.
accept myself deeply and completely. I've just gone to another memory.
Yeah.
Actually.
What is it?
It was Mum had made a cake and she asked me to finish it off, and I ate about 3/4 of the mixture and then stuck the last quarter in the oven. And then I was shit scared I was going to get in trouble because of course the cake was very small. But I never owned up to it, and Mum always wondered what was wrong with the cake.
So when you say that, what are you feeling in your body?
Oh dear, I feel like butterflies in my stomach.
Even though I've got these butterflies in my stomach.
I've got these butterflies in my stomach.
When I remember, how old were you?
I'm about 10,
Being around 10.
being around 10,
When I made a cake with Mum
and I made a cake with Mum.
and she told me to finish it off.
She told me to finish it off.
And I finished 3/4 of it.
I finished it off, pretty much.
And I can still see that small cake.
And I can still see that it was flat.
The small flat
It was still the same cake.
cake. This tiny, tiny flat cake. And Mum's reaction.
And Mum's reaction,
And
yeah.
my fear.
And my fear.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
And I choose to release it.
And I choose to release it.
I've got this 10-year-old memory.
Got this 10-year-old.
Everyone else is in a spirit. I was 10.
I was 10.
She told me to finish it off. I know it's ridiculous. She told me to finish it off.
Finish it off.
So what happened? Did she go away? She went out or something?
Yes, Mum and Dad went out.
They went out.
They went out.
She told me to finish
She
it
told
off.
me to finish it off.
Do what I was told. I took things literally when I was 10. They were out.
They were out.
They wouldn't know.
They wouldn't know.
Until they saw that very flat cake. No wonder I have butterflies in my stomach. No wonder I like sugary things.
No wonder I like sugary things.
No wonder I had that lettuce and sugar when Mum and Dad were out.
No wonder I had that lettuce and sugar when Mum and Dad were out.
I have this memory of having sugary things when Mum is out.
I have this memory of having sugary things when Mum's out.
I've got to get it before they come back.
I've got to get it before they come back. Yeah, yeah.
I've got to eat it before they come back.
I've got to eat it before they come back. Yeah. Yes, there was a lot of sneaking of food. Sweet
All
food,
this
yeah.
sneaking of sweet food.
Sneaking of sweet food.
I've got to get it before they come back.
I've got to get it before they come back.
Mum said finish it off.
Mum said finish it off.
And I certainly did.
And I certainly did.
I loved that sugary cake mix.
I loved that sugary cake.
And I couldn't stop.
And I couldn't stop.
I couldn't stop.
I couldn't stop.
Mum wasn't there to say stop.
No, Mum wasn't there to say stop.
I couldn't stop.
I couldn't stop.
Once I started,
Once I started,
it was really hard to
it
stop.
was really hard to stop.
Just like I've had a bite of that chocolate.
Just like I've had a bite of that
And
chocolate.
it's really hard to stop.
It's really hard to stop.
It's 9 out of 10 and I want more.
Yeah.
And Mum's not here. I could at least have 3/4 of it.
I could at least have 3/4 of it.
This sneaking of food.
The sneaking of food.
This sneaking of
The
food.
sneaking of food.
I've got to have it while they're not there.
I've got to have it while they're not there.
She wouldn't let me have it if she was there.
She wouldn't let me have it if she was there.
I've got to sneak it.
I've got to sneak it.
Part of me enjoys the challenge
Part of me enjoys the challenge.
of getting it into me before they come back.
Maybe I was scared. I was scared I was going to get in trouble.
All that fear.
All that fear.
I was scared I'd get into
I
trouble.
was scared I'd get into trouble.
I was scared I'd get into trouble.
I was scared I'd get into trouble.
I won't get in trouble now if I eat
I
it.
won't get in trouble now if I eat it.
No wonder I want to have chocolate whenever I want.
No wonder I want to have chocolate whenever I want.
All that fear
All that fear
around chocolate.
around chocolate.
Just like when I was in that job
Just like when I was in that job
that I hated.
that I hated.
I wanted sweet things.
I wanted sweet
To
things.
sweeten up the job.
To sweeten up the job.
Sweeten up my life.
Sweeten up my life.
There's no one here to tell me I can't have it now.
There's no one here to tell me I can't have it now.
No wonder I like to have chocolate.
No wonder I like to have chocolate.
To sweeten up my life.
To sweeten up my life.
All that sweetness in my life
All that sweetness in my life
that I don't have.
that I don't have.
That I look for in chocolate.
And I look for in chocolate.
Or in sugar and lettuce.
Or in sugar and lettuce.
Or in unmade cakes.
Or in unmade cakes.
All that sugar and sweetness
All that sugar and sweetness
that I'm putting into my life.
that I'm putting into my life.
Through sweet things.
Through sweet things.
Maybe I can release it and let it go.
Maybe I can release it and let it go.
Maybe I can have sweet things in my life.
Maybe I can have sweet things in my life.
And it doesn't have to come through something I put in my mouth.
And it doesn't have to come through something I put in my mouth.
Remembering that cake.
Remembering that cake.
Mum and Dad went out.
Mum and Dad went out. That flat cake.
That flat cake. I was scared I'd get into trouble.
Yeah, it's the only reason I stopped eating it. Because I realised there had to be some. Yeah.
It's so hard to stop eating
It
it.
was so hard to stop eating it. Yeah.
It was so hard to stop eating it.
It was so hard to stop eating it.
I only stopped because I knew I'd get into trouble.
I only stopped because I knew I'd get into trouble.
And the feeling of lack of sweetness in my life.
The feeling of lack of sweetness in my life.
And when I had sweetness, I couldn't stop.
And when I had sweetness, I couldn't stop.
The lack of sweetness in my life
The lack of sweetness in my life
that I try to fill
that I tried to fill
through chocolate
through chocolate
or something sweet.
or something sweet.
Maybe I can release that lack of sweetness
Maybe I can release that lack of sweetness
feeling that I have.
feeling that I had.
Like when I was at work.
Like when I was at work.
Like when I was home alone.
Like when I was home alone. Or after an argument. Yeah.
Or after an argument.
Or after an argument.
When I wanted to feel sweetness in my life.
When I wanted to feel sweetness in my life.
Maybe making a cake with Mum.
Maybe making a cake with Mum.
Made me feel closer to her.
Made me feel closer to her.
Made me feel that love connection.
Made me feel that love connection.
And when I felt alone,
And when I felt alone,
or like I needed a love connection, like in a bad job,
or like
I needed a love connection
or like I needed a love connection
when I was in that
when
bad
I was
job,
in that bad job,
I reached for sweet things.
I reached for sweet things.
Collapsing sweet things with love
Collapsing sweet things with love
and connection.
and connection.
And maybe I can tune into love and connection through memories.
And maybe I can tune into love and connection through memories.
Instead of sugary, fatty, chocolatey stuff.
Instead of sugary, fatty,
Chocolate.
sugary, fatty
Chocolate stuff.
chocolate stuff.
The love and connection's not in it.
The love and connection isn't in it.
It's in my memories.
It's in my memories.
And I can bring that into my body and my mind
And I can bring that into my body and mind
anytime I want.
anytime I want.
It's not in the chocolate.
It's not in the chocolate.
Okay, so smell the chocolate again.
Right. It's still a nice smell. I don't have a same compulsion to eat it.
What is it out of 10?
Maybe a 5.
So see how there's more control over that? You don't have to not want to have chocolate, but there's a lot more control over that. There's not a compulsion that I have to have that, or I have to sneak it. Right? It's got a nice smell,
Yes,
but
yeah.
I don't have to have it.
Yeah. Because sometimes people have taken chocolate off me. And then if they don't give it back, I go down to the shop and buy more. In the past.
Okay, specific memory?
Gosh, it's been a few times. I'll just pick one. Yeah.
Yeah, just one.
Okay. Well, my husband sometimes locks it in the cupboard.
Even though I remember my husband locking chocolate in the cupboard.
Even though I remember my husband locking chocolate in the cupboard.
And it makes me feel,
I think it's funny now.
yeah, but at the time it made
At
me
the time,
feel,
I was angry.
I was angry.
Yeah, and I don't get angry very often. But I do over chocolate.
I got angry.
I got angry.
He took that chocolate away from
He
me.
took that chocolate away from me.
How dare he?
How dare he?
I accept myself
I accept myself.
and everything I made that mean.
And everything I made that mean. The thing was, I had actually asked him to do that, but then when he actually did it, I did get angry.
Even though I had asked him to do that.
Even though I had asked him to do it.
But he did it
And he did it.
and I got angry with
And
him.
I got angry with him.
I accept myself
I accept myself.
and my reaction
And my reaction to
to being separated
being separated
from my chocolate.
from my chocolate.
Everything I remember,
Everything I remember.
everything I made it mean.
Everything I made it mean.
I accept myself
I accept myself.
and my body's reaction
And my body's reactions
to being separated
to being separated
from my chocolate.
from my chocolate.
He separated me from my
He
chocolate.
separated me from my chocolate.
He locked it away.
He locked it away.
I asked him to,
I asked him
but
to.
how dare he do it?
But how dare he do it?
That feeling of locking me away from my chocolate.
That feeling of locking me away from my chocolate.
Locking the chocolate away from me.
Locking the chocolate away from me.
I was angry.
I was angry.
I was angry.
I was angry.
I felt disconnected
I felt disconnected
from love.
from love.
Like my love had been taken away.
My love had been taken away.
But the love's not, and the love and connection's not in the chocolate.
But the love and connection is not in the chocolate.
It's not locked in the cupboard.
It's not locked in the cupboard.
Love and connection's in my heart.
Love and connection is in my heart.
It's not in the chocolate.
It's not in the chocolate.
The anger that I felt,
The anger that I felt.
anger in my head, was it? The anger,
What my whole body.
the anger in my whole
The anger
body.
in my whole body.
When he did what I asked him to do.
When he did what I asked him to do.
But I felt like
But I felt like
that love and connection was taken away from me.
that love and connection was taken away from me.
And I thank my body for responding that way.
And I thank my body for responding that way.
But maybe I can let go of the anger now.
But maybe I can let go of the anger now.
He did what I asked him to do.
He did what I asked him to do.
And he didn't take love or connection away from me.
And he didn't take love and connection away from me.
He just did what I asked him to.
He just did what I asked him to.
Releasing that anger
Releasing the anger
and that feeling of separation
and that feeling of separation
from love and connection.
from love and connection.
It's not really in the chocolate.
It's not really in the chocolate.
It's in me.
It's in me.
Okay, so pick it up again.
But it smells sweeter now than it did. It's still a nice smell, but it smells sweeter.
So sweeter in that too sweet, or
Yeah, a little bit too
it's
sweet.
like the look on your face was like it's a bit too sweet.
A
sort
bit
of
too
thing.
sweet, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So what is it out of 10 that you want to eat that now?
Maybe a 2. Just feel a little bit of not nauseousness, but a bit icky.
It's a bit icky, so I want you to take a bite of it now.
Alright.
It's a bit too sweet and it's a bit icky.
Yeah.
Take a bite in here.
It's okay.
So what's the feeling that you have to finish that now? Or have at least 3/4 of it?
Yeah. I don't actually feel like I have to finish it now.
So if I asked you to go and put it in the bin, lock it away in a cupboard.
Right. Okay.
How does that feel?
brought up something. Yeah.
Pop it down. See, we're looking at all the aspects. Even though it's only 2 out of 10 that I want to have it,
Even though it's 2 out of 10 that I want to have it.
I might want to have it later.
I might want to have it later.
I don't want it to be separated from me.
I don't want it to be separated from me.
I wonder where I first felt that.
I wonder where I first felt that.
Even though I don't want to put it in the bin,
Even though I don't want to put it in the bin.
but I've only got 2 out of 10 that I want to eat it.
But I've only got a 2 out of 10 that I want to eat it.
I wonder where I don't want to put it in the bin comes from.
I wonder where I don't want to put it in the bin comes from.
I accept myself and my reaction.
I accept myself and my reaction.
I don't want it to be separated from me.
I don't want it to be separated from me.
That feeling of disconnection,
That feeling of disconnection.
of it being taken away from me,
Of it being taken away from me.
of me taking it away from me,
Of me taking it away from me.
putting it in the bin,
Putting it in the bin.
locking it in the cupboard,
Locking it in the cupboard.
taking it away from me forever.
Taking it away from me forever.
I wonder where that comes from.
I wonder where that comes from.
The feeling in my body,
It's a feeling in my body.
what I make it mean
What I make it mean.
if I have to put it in the bin,
If I have to put it in the bin.
or if I choose to put it in the bin.
Or if I choose to put it in the bin.
It only tastes 2 out of 10.
It only tastes 2 out of 10. It might be because you were maybe telling me to put it in the bin rather than me choosing to put it in the bin, perhaps.
I wonder if I could choose to put it in the
I
bin.
wonder if I could choose to put it in the bin.
I don't like people telling me what to do.
I don't like people telling me what to do.
How dare I tell you to put it in the bin?
How dare I tell you what? How we put it in the bin?
Yeah. I want to have my own choice around it.
I want to have my own choice around it.
I wonder if I can choose to put it in the bin.
I wonder if I could choose to put it in the bin.
Maybe I want to, maybe I don't.
Maybe I want to, maybe I don't.
It's still 2 out of 10 that I want to eat
It's
it.
still a 2 out of 10 I want to eat it.
It's only 2 out of 10 I want to eat it.
It's only 2 out of 10 I want to eat it.
I could put it in the bin if I wanted,
I could put it in the bin if I wanted.
but I don't know if I want to.
But I don't know if I want to.
Maybe I do,
Maybe I do.
maybe I don't.
Maybe I don't.
This need to eat it.
This need to eat it.
This I don't want to put it in the bin.
I don't want to put it in the bin.
Don't tell me to put it in the bin.
Don't tell me to put it in the bin.
I wonder what I choose.
I wonder what I choose.
I wonder what I
I
choose.
wonder what I choose. Yeah, it's not that I want to eat it now, it's what if I want to eat it later.
Yeah. What if I want to eat it later?
What if I want to eat it later?
Even though I might want to have it later.
Even though I might want to have it
I
later.
can't waste it.
I can't waste it.
Maybe I'll want it later.
Maybe I want it later.
If I put it in the bin, I can't have it later.
If I put it in the bin, I can't have it later.
I accept myself
I accept myself
and wherever this came from.
and wherever this came from.
Even though I might want to have it later.
Even though I might want to have it later.
It's only 2 out of 10 now.
It's only 2 out of 10 now.
But it might go to 10 out of 10 later.
But it might go to 10 out of 10 later.
I accept myself
I accept myself
and this feeling
and this feeling.
that I might want it later.
Yeah, that it might be taken away from me.
Yeah, it might be taken
It
away
might be
from me.
taken away from me.
It might be taken away
It might
from
be
me.
taken away from me.
That feeling it'll be taken away
That
from me.
feeling it'll be taken away from me.
I wonder if it was taken away from me.
I wonder if it was taken away from me.
Like when my husband locked it in the cupboard.
Like when my husband locked it in the cupboard.
Even though I asked him to.
even though I asked him to.
So I chose it.
So I chose it.
But it felt like it was taken away
I
from
felt
me.
like it was taken away from me.
I wonder when it was the first time I had something taken away from me.
I wonder when was the first time I had something taken away from me. Oh, my monkey. Yeah. My monkey toy. When I immigrated.
My monkey toy.
Yeah.
I remember my monkey toy.
Mm.
I remember my monkey
I
toy.
remember my monkey toy.
Even though when I immigrated,
My
monkey toy was taken away from me.
It was my favourite toy. Mum didn't realise I loved it. Yeah.
It was my favourite toy.
It was my favourite toy.
And we came without it.
And we came without it.
We came without
We
it.
came without it.
It was taken away from
It
me.
was taken away from me.
How did she not know I might want that later?
Yeah, I did wonder that as a child. Yeah, how did she not know I wanted that later?
I wanted that later.
I wanted that later.
And she left it behind.
She left it behind.
Just like she threw it in the bin.
Just like she threw it in the bin.
No wonder I don't want to throw my chocolate in the bin.
No wonder I don't want to throw my chocolate in the bin.
It's so final.
It's so final.
Just like monkey was final.
Just like monkey was final.
I loved that monkey.
I loved that monkey.
Mum took it away from me.
Mum took it away from me.
Without even asking.
Without even asking, yeah.
Mum took it away from me.
Mum took it away from me.
Didn't she know I wanted that later?
Didn't she know I wanted that later?
I might want that chocolate later.
I might want that chocolate later.
That chocolate's my monkey.
That chocolate's my monkey.
I'm not throwing it away.
I'm not throwing it away.
I might want it later.
I might want it later.
I'm not going to be mum
I'm not going to be mum.
and throw something away I might want later.
Throw something away I might want later.
But this isn't me as a child.
But this isn't me as a child.
And that pattern
And that pattern
I've outgrown.
I've outgrown.
It doesn't serve me anymore.
It doesn't serve me anymore.
Releasing everything I felt.
Releasing everything I felt.
All the emotion, all the anger.
All the emotion, all the anger.
Feeling like
I think I
I
felt
lost.
hurt actually.
Yeah,
Hurt and
that
upset.
hurt and upset.
Yeah, hurt and upset.
I lost my best friend.
I lost my best friend.
She didn't know how much I loved that
She
monkey.
didn't know how much I loved that monkey.
I lost my best friend.
I lost my best friend.
And in that moment,
And in that moment,
my subconscious created,
my subconscious created,
don't ever throw something out.
don't ever throw something out.
You might want it later.
You might want it later.
I was so hurt.
I was so hurt.
I was so hurt that Mum threw out my monkey.
I was so hurt that Mum threw out my monkey, my favourite toy.
My favourite toy.
My favourite toy.
My favourite chocolate.
My favourite chocolate.
My favourite chocolate Freddo.
My favourite chocolate Freddo.
Just like my monkey.
Just like my monkey.
I can't throw it
I
out.
can't throw it
I
out.
might want it
I
later.
might want it later.
That childhood memory.
That childhood memory.
Everything I made it mean.
Everything I made it mean.
Maybe I'll hang on to it.
Maybe I'll hang on to it.
Maybe I can let it go.
Maybe I can let it go.
It's my choice.
That's my choice.
The chocolate's not my monkey.
The chocolate's not my monkey.
Maybe I can process and release that hurt.
Maybe I can process and release that hurt.
Maybe I won't need it later.
Maybe I won't need it later.
Maybe I don't even have to go down the shop and buy another one
Maybe I don't even have to go down the shop and buy another one.
if I throw it in the bin.
If I throw it in the bin.
Processing and releasing that hurt.
Processing and releasing that hurt.
The chocolate's not my monkey.
The chocolate's not my monkey.
Deep breath. Pick up the chocolate.
I think I can throw it out now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to go to the bin.
So it goes to the bin.
How does that feel?
It feels fine, yes. Gosh, I've never made that connection with the monkey. It's a monkey.
How old were you with the monkey?
7.
7, yeah. In the bin.
Is this
Yep. Next one.
next one?
Got it.
Oh, this one?
Yep.
Oh.
Pull it out. Monkey's in the bin. Chocolate's in the bin. Yay!
Wow.
Well done. Yes. How does that feel?
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
Gosh, I would never have made that connection. Because I remember maybe as about a 9 or 10-year-old being with a group of 3 other friends, and someone was passing some sweets around, and the other 2 said, "Oh no thanks." And I remember thinking, how can they say no? I have to have one. Yeah, I remember that memory vividly.
How old were you then?
I was probably about 9 or 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even though I've still got this memory when I was 9 or 10.
Even though I've still got this memory when I was 9 and 10.
How can they say no?
How can they say no?
I've got to have that sweet.
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 I can't miss out.
I can't miss out.
How can they say no?
How can they say no?
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
And wherever this came from,
And wherever this came from,
I choose to process and release
I
it.
choose to process and release it.
They said no.
They said no.
How can they say no?
How can they say no?
They're passing around sweets.
They're passing around sweets.
How can they say no?
How can they say no?
I could never say
I
no.
could never say no.
I could never miss out.
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 How could they say no?
How could they say no?
I could never miss out.
I could never miss out.
Processing and releasing this missing out feeling.
Processing and releasing this missing out feeling.
I wonder where I first felt it.
I wonder where I first felt it.
This missing out
This
feeling.
missing out feeling.
I don't want to miss out.
I don't want to miss out.
This missing out feeling.
This missing out feeling.
I don't want to miss out.
I don't want to miss out. I think it was when I used to have to go to bed earliest because I was the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to creep down the stairs and sit outside the lounge door.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know.
didn't want to miss
I
out.
didn't want to miss out.
I didn't want to miss out on the
I
connection
didn't want to miss out on the connection.
and what everyone else was
And
doing.
what everyone else was doing.
How could they miss out?
How could they miss out?
I never wanted to miss
I
out.
never wanted to miss out.
I was the youngest.
I was the youngest.
I had to go to bed
I
early.
had to go to bed early.
And I felt like I was missing
And I
out.
felt like I was missing out.
I certainly wasn't going to miss out on sweets.
I certainly wasn't going to miss out on sweets.
That belief that I miss out,
That belief that I miss out.
maybe I can choose
Maybe I can choose
whether to have a sweet or not
whether to have a sweet or not.
and not feel like I'm missing out.
And not feel like I'm missing out.
Letting go of that missing out feeling
Letting go of that missing out feeling.
all the way back to that little girl
All the way back to that little girl
who came down to the bottom of the stairs.
who came down to the bottom of the stairs.
The others were older.
The others were older.
It was natural that she'd go to bed earlier,
Yeah, it was natural that I'd go to bed earlier.
and it wasn't about missing out
And it wasn't about missing out
or not being part of
or not
the
being
group.
part of the group.
It was about it's bedtime.
Yeah, it was about it being bedtime.
Releasing and letting go of that feeling of missing out
Releasing and letting go of that feeling of missing out.
all the way back to that little girl.
All the way back to that little girl.
Taking her by the hand
Taking her by the hand
and taking her back to bed.
and taking her back to bed.
How's that feel?
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.